Assalamualaikum 10th class children. How are you all dear? Welcome back to our 10th class biology class. Today is 11th December 2020. Hope you all are doing your sleep test well, okay? What we were studying in what was our second lesson? Welcome back to our class. Our second lesson was coordination with nerves. We did about autonomic nervous system, right? Peripheral nervous system, isn't it? And then coordination without nerves. Without nerves also we function. How and why we'll see today. Nervous coordination involves the participation of our sense organs, nerves, spinal cords and brain. The changes which occurs around us can be easily detectable by our sense organs. Understood? Small functions our sense organs only do: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. This is because the nervous system has neurons at their tips, which consist of dendrites, cell body, nucleus, and axon. There are various organs in an organism. All are important in their unique way. They have unique functions, isn't it? It's not that sense organs are so small. What will the skin do? What will the tongue do? It has only to eat and taste. But they are, all our sense organs are equally important, isn't it, children? These organs must be carefully controlled and coordinated for the survival of an organism. In the body of an organism, various fluids are secreted from the gland of endocrine system. These hormones are responsible for the overall growth and development of an organism. The sympathetic nervous system is activated in cases of emergencies to mobilize energy, while the parasympathetic nervous system is activated when the organism are in relaxed state. Understood? Parasympathetic and sympathetic. Two are controlled in different situations. Sympathetic is activated in emergencies to mobilize the energy quickly, whereas parasympathetic nervous system in relaxed mode it works. The enteric nervous system functions to control the gastrointestinal system, digestion. What are the types of nerves we studied in last class also, isn't it? The types of nerves in the body are autonomic, motor, sensory. Got it? The autonomic nervous system, these nerves control the involuntary or partially voluntary activities of your body, which includes the heart rate, blood pressure, and digestion, and temperature regulation. Motor nerves, sensory nerves, and autonomic nerves. System, as we have seen, it is a fundamental role, it is a main part. It has brain and the spinal cord, based which are both encased in bone, which shows their importance. Both the brain and the spinal cord receive signals from the afferent neurons. We have finished this, I know it's a revision for you, so that I know this is a lengthy lesson and we are getting 2 weeks, 2 days in a week, so you may forget it. So it's important part, I'm revising it again. And send the signals to the muscles and the glands through afferent neuron. Understood? Both brain and spinal cord receive signals from afferent, and they send to muscles and glands through efferent, efferent neurons. Just the spellings different, a in e in the starting. Got it? The definition of coordination is being able to move and use your body effectively and multiple people or things working well together. An example of coordination is when a gymnast walking on a tightrope without falling. That is coordination. Understood? Isn't it clearly? An example of coordination is when two people work together to plan or coordinate a party. Simple everyday example for you all to understand. For many years, scientists believed that some kind of internal secretion of pancreas was the key to preventing diabetes and controlling normal metabolism. Now, most of the houses, your grandparents or even parents have diabetes, isn't it? Sugar, you tell in general words. Who discovered it? How did we find out the sugar disease and cure for it? Gerald Jerry M. Raven was a pioneer in insulin research whose discoveries formed the basis of the concept of metabolic syndrome. He is credited with developing the first quantitative method to measure insulin mediated glucose. What are the how is this made? Why the pancreas is not working properly? Because of islets of Langerhans. See this? Because of it is what is this islets of Langerhans? A new word we come across today. It is a cluster of cells within the pancreas that are responsible for the production and release of hormones that regulate our glucose level. Pancreas is a major part in diabetic patients, which doesn't produce insulin in proper amount in the body. Glucose levels are low, so we take sugar tablets or insulin. It's responsible. It's what are the main functions, main job of it? It's possible to live without pancreas, but when the entire pancreas is removed, people are left without the cells to make insulin. Understood? Some cases, what happened? It's extreme diabetic patient, pancreas is removed. They can, alhamdulillah, survive without it. But the hormones that help to maintain is not there in their body now. If the pancreas is removed, maintain safe blood sugar levels. These people, what happen? They develop diabetes, which can be hard to manage because they are totally dependent on insulin shots. Earlier, insulin was given in injection. All of them know, right? In a syringe, like we'd load for if you have fever or for small children, vaccines and all like that injection. Nowadays, it is ready-made pen type injection. So what happened? Pancreas is so important. Till now, we did not study, I think, ever about pancreas in 6th, 7th, isn't it? But pancreas is an important part for sugar patients, for everyone. But if it is not functioning properly, only we get sugar. Some of them we say they're too fat, too lean, but they don't have sugar because the pancreas is working good. Glucagon, a peptide hormone secreted by pancreas, raises the blood sugar levels. Its effect is opposite to insulin, which lowers the blood sugar level. What are the symptoms of your pancreas which are not working properly? How do you come to know? Any guesses? There is abdominal pain, yes. Nausea, always sleepy mood, vomiting, bloating, diarrhea or oily stools, fever, weight loss, lot of weight loss. It's a symptom of sugar. Insulin is not producing properly. Pancreatic problem have started in that person. Mal pancreatic patient. Acute pancreatic is a self-limiting condition. In most instances, what happens? Pancreas heals itself by its own. Naturally, it gets normal proper, and normal pancreatic functions of digestion and sugar control are restored. The control of blood sugar glucose by insulin is a good example of negative feedback mechanism. When blood sugar rises, receptors in the body sense a change. In turn, the control center, the pancreas, secretes insulin into the blood, effectively lowering the blood sugar levels. It when it is spoiled or get affected, it gets healed up quickly by itself own, but the blood sugar is low only. Immediately, it doesn't come into its function strongly. It keeps a low blood sugar. The hormones estrogen and progesterone, there are two hormones which are very important for it, affect how your cells respond to insulin. After menopause, changes in after almost nearly 50-55 years, there is menopause in ladies. What happens after that? There are a lot of hormonal changes which trigger fluctuation in your blood sugar level. You notice that your blood sugar level changes more than before. It goes up and down without any reason. You don't eat lot of sweets, or you don't exactly, you don't leave every sweet or tension, but still there are hormonal changes which increases your sugar level. The pancreas is classified as heterocrine gland. This can come for half a mark or 1 mark objective type. Pancreas is which organ? Heterocrine gland, because it controls both endocrine and exocrine glandular tissue. The exocrine cells in the acini produce digestive enzymes that are secreted from the cells and enter the ducts. These are the reference ranges for sugar patients. Like fasting, it should be 174. Beat after 1 hour, after 2 hours, after 30 minutes of taking glucose. Got the readings on the board? Beta cells are a type of cells found in pancreatic islets that synthesize and secretes insulin and amylin. Beta cells make up 50 to 70% of the cells in human islets. Clear, children? Understood? A few patients with chronic pancreatic never have pain. Lack of enzymes due to pancreatic damage results in poor digestion. Food is not absorbed properly, especially the fats. The weight loss is characterized for chronic pancreatics. That's why they go on losing weight. They become bulky. They notice bulky, smelly bowel movements due to too much of fat. What should we do to remain healthy? You should walk, take plenty of water, eat fruits and vegetables, maintain bowel regularities with high fiber intake, yogurt. What is prebiotic food? Yogurt is very well. Curd. Get adequate amount of proteins in your diet, which tolerates your body. It is the pain usually occurs in the middle.